The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
Welcome for another episode of Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, the only show dedicated to highlighting Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community. I'm Myra Rosario, your host, and I'm so happy you can join us today. Today, we are celebrating Colombia's Independence Day. We have a very special guest here to talk to us about the Colombian culture, as well as social, economic, and labor issues in Colombia and South America. I will take you to visit the engineering department at CSU. Danny is going to show us a great new restaurant on Fulton Avenue. You will definitely want to check this out this summer. But first, we have with us Jason Estremera, the president of
Myra.
Young Latino Network.
It's been a while. How
I know,
are you?
thank you. I mean, welcome back.
Yes, right?
So we got some stuff to talk about. So
Yeah, we do.
What is the Young Latino Network?
So the Young Latino Network is centered. Our mission is to empower the Latino community through civic engagement and leadership development. We do this through a variety of different initiatives. We have workshops and voter registration drives. We have some good volunteering events for everybody, and we really try to get it so that we advance you to the next step of your career.
Wow.
We have a great membership, about 30 to 50 people at all of our different events.
I didn't know it was that big.
We get lots of different people.
Now, so speaking of events, we have some events going on or something special, right?
Yeah. So, Myra, you like dancing, right?
Of
I remember
course.
I used to see you at the spot doing your thing,
right?
little salsa girl, you get down. And you like food, you like, have a couple drinks every once in a while. You like meeting new people, right?
Absolutely.
We're gonna love
That's me.
Noche de Guayabera.
Noche de Guayabera.
Noche de Guayabera. July 31st
Okay.
at the 78th Street Studios, 6 o'clock, okay? We're gonna have a silent auction. There's gonna be all kinds of people there. There's gonna be a lot of dancing, food, fun. If you like any of those things, you need to be there.
About how many people would you expect in attendance?
I like to say like 1,000, but probably, I don't know.
I want to be where there's 1,000 Latinos.
More like you're 100 to 200 people.
Yeah,
usually.
But maybe we get 1,000. so
Right,
you never know.
it sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you mentioned it's a fundraiser, so I mean, where do these funds go?
So all the proceeds go directly to the YLN Fund.
Okay, so what's the fund?
Yeah, so the YLN Fund actually is something really cool that we have. We're very unique here in Cleveland as a young professional organization that we sponsor the leadership development of our members. We actually take these funds and we create a scholarship so that our members can take advantage of programs like the Cleveland Bridge Builders through the Cleveland Leadership Center. And then we also do partnerships with the Hispanic Alliance with programs like HALDI. And these enable our members to kind of take and gain those skills that they will need in the future to kind of go to the next level in their career. We also sponsor many of our members so that they can take board positions in other organizations. A lot of times some of those positions come with fees, and then that's kind of an obstacle for them to overcome. So we're there to provide that support so that they can take those opportunities.
Okay, awesome. So Guayabera is a very interesting word, I'm sure, for our audience. So Jason, do you want to explain to our audience what Guayabera is?
I can do better. I can show you. So here we go. This is pretty atypical, right, of a Guayabera, and Anthony also has one on. So it's a really iconic article of clothing that is largely associated with the cultural lifestyle of individuals in the Caribbean and Latin America. People have kind of tossed up and argued about where the origins of this came from, but it's been traced back to Cuba, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, where countrymen found some sort of relief in the warm temperatures in the fields by having this light cotton or linen shirt. Additionally, they found that it was very versatile and extremely functional. So you see multiple pockets on here.
They would carry, you got 4 pockets.
Yep, 4 pockets. We're atypical. So they would carry tools.
Wait, do you have 4 pockets?
Produce.
Oh yeah, I got 4
he's got 4
Yeah,
pockets.
there you go. And so they would carry, produce and their tools back and forth. So The term Guayabera is actually a derivative of the term guayaba, which means a guava.
So they put little fruit in there.
Exactly, they can stuff them. You're walking around looking all crazy.
I had no idea. My dad wore one all the time.
And he didn't store stuff inside of it? Like,
you know what? I never
or-
even paid attention. So share with our audience the event information one more time, and how can they get a hold of you guys?
Great, Anthony?
Sure. So the event is on July 31st from 6 to 11 p.m. at the 78th Street Studios. And for more information, check out our website, younglatinonetwork.org.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Again, I will definitely be there. I will be dancing. So.
Awesome.
All right, we better see you on the dance floor.
Okay. All right. Stay tuned, because when we return, we will be visiting CSU's engineering department. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Cleveland State University, our educational sponsor, invited us to hear about their engineering program. Let's go take a look and see what they had to say. Hi, I'm Myra Rosario with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I am excited. I'm here at Cleveland State University in the engineering department with Professor Tung and a graduate student, Sandy. So, Professor Tung, I'd like to ask you, what exactly is the engineering department, and what type of things do you guys do here?
Yes, so we are in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, which is one of the types of engineering that is offered at Cleveland State University. And mechanical engineering involves anything that moves, so it includes cars, machines, fluids, airplanes, rocket engines, and anything like that.
Wow, that's cool. Now, what type of career paths? This is a real career path, right?
Right, so if you're a mechanical engineer, you have a lot of job opportunities. So typically you work in a company and you help design new products. Mm-hmm. So this could be in a car company, you would be designing a gearbox or an engine and things like that. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you're also involved in research, right?
That's right. So we, in this lab here, we study human motion. Mm-hmm. The human is also a sort of machine, and it moves by using muscles, mm-hmm. and we study how they do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you working on a current project?
So our project right now is mainly prosthetics. Mm-hmm. So we have funding from the National Science Foundation, and we are trying to design better prosthetic legs. Mm-hmm. So these are artificial legs for people who have amputations. Mm-hmm. The legs will have motors in them, and we try to make these motors so smart that they function like a real leg.
Wow, right here at Cleveland State University.
That's right, yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. So Sandy, I have to ask you, why did you choose the engineering as a career?
Well, I didn't know initially, like most people, I didn't know what kind of career I wanted to go into. And I wasn't very math oriented, and when I thought of engineering, I thought of massive equations and really smart people like Einstein. Mm-hmm. And eventually I just kind of filtered into this because I thought this was a way that I could help people by designing sort of equipment that could benefit people, and I'm excited to be here.
That's awesome. So is it a lot easier, and you're going down this career path? Are you involved?
Oh, it's much easier than I thought it was. The math is really practical. It's not abstract. Mm-hmm. And obviously I like it. I'm going to graduate school for it. So it was a great career path.
That's awesome. So there you have it, engineering. It's a real thing. It's actually very obtainable. And how long does it take to get a degree?
It's 4 years.
4 years. There you have it. So make sure you log on to CSU to learn more about the engineering program. And if you'd like to learn more, of course, you can log on to latinocleveland.com. Stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this. Thank you. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Danny's at it again, out about the town, finding all the hottest new places to eat. Fun job. Today he's showing us a very unique place in the heart of the community, so let's go check it out.
Hola mi gente, Danny Orellana here with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and today I'm at the heart of Cleveland West Side, at the Grill on Fulton, one of my favorite places, and I'm here with the owner, Antonio Constantino.
Yep, Antonio Constantino, nice seeing you, thank you for coming.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the Grill on Fulton?
Well, we're kind of new, okay, we just started about 2 months ago, and we are doing something completely new for the city of Cleveland. I mean, it's a whole different concept altogether. We have a little mixture of European, Portuguese, and Spanish-style food.
Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Portugal. I've been in the United States longer than I was in Portugal, but still Portuguese. And so we are doing a little bit of different. I mean, we have a little of the Mediterranean influence from Portugal and Spain. We having also a lot of Latino influence. We are in the Latino neighborhood. That's where my wife was born and raised as well.
Your wife is from Puerto Rico, right?
From Puerto Rico, yeah.
Okay, so
she was just raised a block down the street from us.
Oh, wow.
And we have also a little of typical American food. So the baby back ribs also, and pulled porks.
So everything here is made from scratch?
Every single day. Every single day we do the ribs, we do the chickens, the wings, Italian sausage. We do pinchos, so the shish kebabs.
And the chorizo.
Chorizo is, that's another story altogether. And we have also our homemade brick oven that was built by us over here on premises, as well as the grill pit. But the brick oven, that's where we make all the breads and the pizzas. Early in the morning, we come in and we start cooking the breads. And then we do the pizzas during the rest of the day. So from 11 o'clock on, that's where we make all the pizzas on the wood fire brick oven. So that's ready all the time to roll.
Right,
now
so
the pizzas,
you just make the pizzas
different.
in here?
Yeah, we make it over here.
Okay.
We do all the dough as well. I have a pastry chef that makes all the dough for the pizzas, for the empanadas, for the daily breads that we make on
So you guys
promises.
have the empanadas?
Yes, we do.
You make your own dough?
Yes, we do. From the
That's
dough, stuffing, everything, we've done it every day over here.
That's awesome.
Yep.
This is not a sit-down diner. It's more catered food.
Yeah, it's focused money to catering and to take out. I mean, we do also delivery. But I mean, we serve parties from 1 to 20, 30 people. We do
I know.
a lot of catering in there.
So it's not only just come in, carry out, you also cater for parties.
Yes, we do.
Because I know that just recently I had a
If
few
you don't mind, let me
experiences.
go check my shish kebabs over here.
Now, you also make special pastries that you can't find anywhere else around. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Well, those pastries are very typical from my country, and they are for us Portuguese as the cannolis are for the Italians. So that's our national pastry, and we do it every day over here. Also, what we have that everybody loves is our homemade bread pudding.
Oh,
you guys
okay.
gonna have to taste a little bit.
So yeah,
the bread pudding, everybody says is the best pudding.
Well, I'm gonna have to try that. We're running out of time here, so while we go and try that, I just want to thank you.
Well, thank you for
having
coming
us
by.
down. There you have it, folks. Make sure you come down and check out the grill on Fulton, right in Cleveland's west side. For any more information, make sure you log on to LatinoCleveland.com and stay tuned, because when we come back, there's more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland right after this.
Nurses are desperately needed right now.
I'm interested in nursing because of the human relationship factor of it. You get to help people, you get to teach people. It's a very rewarding field to be in.
Tri-C offers a lot of different nursing tracks depending on what your needs are.
The best part of the program at Tri-C is just the camaraderie that you have between the faculty and the students, and everyone's kind of like a big family.
This is your checklist as to everything that needs to be done with this patient.
Tri-C's faculty is excellent. They bring their experience, their passion, and they bring their knowledge of nursing into the classroom.
Tri-C teachers really prepare you to work in the field. They prepare you for any given situation.
Tri-C has amazing technology, and being in the simulation lab is just like being in the clinical experience.
They have mannequins that are run by computer that change. Their blood pressure changes, their heart rate changes, they perspire. They're living machines.
Why do you think nasally is probably not a good idea when he has that injury to the left side?
I would definitely say that this is one of the best nursing programs in the area.
Every real nurse that I've worked with in a clinical environment, as soon as they hear that I'm from Tri-C, their eyes light up because they know that we're coming in there prepared to do our job.
For more information, please visit www.tri-c.edu/nursing.
Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. With us to help kick off the celebration of Colombian Day, Independence Day, is Chrissy Martinez from IRTF. Did I get that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you share with our audience who you are and what IRTF is?
Yeah, I'm Chrissy Stonebraker-Martinez. I'm the co-director of the InterReligious Task Force on Central America. And the InterReligious Task Force on Central America was founded in 1980 when tragically 2 women from Cleveland and 2 women from New York were killed in El Salvador. And because of their death, the Cleveland community and the whole nation really broke out and recognizing the violence that was going on in El Salvador. And so I'm really passionate about IRTF because I'm Colombian myself.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. What part of Colombia?
My family is from Medellin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, so you mentioned South America. So how did the Colombian portion of it come into the whole play?
Right. So in the 1970s and 80s, lots of civil war was going on in Central America and in Colombia as well. And in 1990, the late 90s, Colombia was seeing a trend of different issues that were happening in Guatemala or El Salvador or Honduras 10 or 20 years before. So people that are committed to Latin American solidarity and the human rights movement in Central and South America really realized we have to be doing something about the issues in Colombia.
So locally, how are you touching the community, the Latin community?
Well, we try from all different angles. We visit colleges, high schools, churches, Sagrada Familia. There's a really amazing Hispanic Methodist church in our neighborhood that we're developing a relationship with. Civic organizations, our friends from earlier, from the Young Latino Network, we are partners with them as well.
So you spend time educating people? Is that what you do?
Yeah, so our...
Obviously, educate me.
Our work is designed around education and advocacy. So we educate the greater community about human rights issues, peace, justice. We focus on environmental issues, fair trade, labor rights, gender rights, LGBT rights, indigenous and Afro-descendant issues. There's a huge gamut of things. And then we translate that education into advocacy. So we do corporate and legislative advocacy here in Cleveland, in DC, and in Central and South America, yeah.
Wow, we highlight, the 21 different Latin cultures, so this is huge. How can people get a hold of you?
They're welcome to go to our website, irtfcleveland.org. Check us out on Facebook. IRTF 1981 is our tag. And then on Twitter, we're IRTF Cleveland.
Okay. Will you stick around for a little bit?
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
All right. When we get back, we will actually have Chrissy that's going to talk to us and educate us a little bit about fair trade. So stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. So fair trade, organic, free trade. We hear about these things everywhere, but what do they really mean? So Chrissy.
Yeah.
Can you explain to us, actually, why is this so prevalent to Colombia?
Colombia and all of Central America, actually the whole global south in the entire world, there are people who are subsistence farmers or who are small-scale artisans who are designing beautiful things that are cultural to them, to their heritage, that are not able to access the global marketplace because they don't have the resources to do so. Right. And so fair trade offers those people the opportunity to access the global marketplace, to be independent and to really thrive and survive as people of Latino heritage or Asian heritage or many different African cultures as well.
I think we actually have a video that's kind of going to share a little bit about that, so let's check that out.
When you have one person or a whole family can only produce so much coffee, and it's impossible for them to organize the processing, transport, and export of coffee on their own. So they begin to organize into larger groups, which give them the economic capacity to do those things, basically to get to the export level and capture the value in that chain.
Nosotros nos organizamos en cooperativas para poder ya un poquito realzar alguna empresa más harto y más bastante, ¿no? Para poder exportar el café en cantidad.
And a guy who spends most of his time trying to grow coffee on the side of a mountain can't really read through 200 pages of regulations on organic certification. So he needs someone to come and give him support and get him into that program. And so co-ops have been fundamental in expanding the production of organic coffee throughout Latin America and throughout the rest of the world.
Wow, What a deep subject. I mean, how do you know if you're purchasing a fair trade item?
It's super confusing, and that's something that IRTF and an organization that we work with called the Ohio Fair Trade Network, we run that committee. We're trying to educate the public about real fair trade. Real fair trade makes sure that we're incorporating cultural preservation, environmental sustainability, that there's no slave labor, that women are uplifted and they're able, and all people are able to really take independence and responsibility for their work. So there are a couple of certifying bodies that I particularly trust as someone that works with the Ohio Fair Trade Network and with IRTF. And those organizations are the Fair Trade Federation. They certify products that have to do with like artisan or like goods that we wear, right? Fair Trade USA and Fair for Life through the Fair Labeling Organization, and Fair Trade International and the World Fair Trade Organization. Those four organizations do some sort of certifying or auditing process to say goods and services, especially commodities like the things that we eat, these are really fair trade. They're incorporating not just a fair wage, but they're also incorporating all of those other really important things that I mentioned before.
Wow. Is there a website people can learn more?
Yeah, absolutely. OhioFairTrade.com is a website that we run, and we have all sorts of brick and mortar stores in the greater Cleveland area that are dedicated to fair trade, including one that was founded by the IRTF co-director, former co-director, Revive.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and this is just an incredible opportunity to learn about the Colombian Independence Day, and I want to thank everyone for joining us today. We have another great episode for you next week. We'll be celebrating Peru's Independence Day, so you don't want to miss it. If you'd like to get more information, you can log on to LatinoCleveland.com, and I will see you here next week, Saturday at 11 a.m.
Yeah, no problem.